Premier Sports TV here, and this is the full weigh-in review and prediction for James Degale versus Caleb Truax. Sorry if I mispronounce it. So, coming in, James Degale is 23-1-1. He's fought a lot of great guys. We all know Badu Jack, the war with Badu Jack that turned out to be a draw. Fought Anthony Degale, which turned out to be a unanimous decision win. And he fought Lucian Bute, which also came out to be a unanimous decision win for James Degale. He fought George Groves early in his career. Nobody really holds that against him because it was two undefeated fighters that were really young in their careers. In terms of careers, they weren't too young in terms of athletics, but it's a really good way to set yourself apart. So James Degale is the IBF champion. A lot of experience, got a lot of good fights, and he's looking for even bigger fights, which is a good thing. Now, Caleb Truax is a known veteran. He's been in the game for a long time. With a record 28-3-2. He's fought some good guys too. He got knocked out, TKO against Daniel Jacobs in 2015, and he fought Jermaine Taylor. He lost a unanimous decision to him back in 2012. So he's seasoned. He knows how to, make it a good fight. This is the first title shot he's gotten in a while. So I'm pretty sure he's excited for that. Hopefully he's not just taking the money. Which I don't think so, because anytime he step in the ring, and as long as he has been doing it, being a seasoned vet, chances like this don't come often. You know what I'm saying? He's only had one title shot before this, in which he got, stopped. So he's coming to fight. But I don't see him winning this. So let's just get into the weigh-in. So James Degale weighed in at 12 stone, flat. It's a good weight for him. He looked good on the scales. He didn't look as, sharp as in terms of, like, his body. Like, he didn't have a six-pack. He was a little chunky. No pun intended, but hopefully he's not looking over at Caleb Truax, because James Degale has been on the record saying, he wants to fight David Benavidez next after he takes care of Caleb. But, you always, it's boxing, anything can happen, and you have to take every opponent seriously. Be that as it may, I think James Degale is more... He's younger, he's stronger, and he's really quick on his hands. So if anything, it'll be a unanimous decision. He will outpoint Caleb, because James Degale's hand speed will steal every round, as he did with Badu Jack. Even though I believe that fight with Badu Jack, he lost that fight. I believe he lost that fight because, me personally, I like to give the guy a round. When it's a close round, I give the guy who hurt his opponent the most the round. Like, especially if the round's close. So whatever, but I could see how James Degale stole rounds, because even though Badu Jack was landing bombs, he was, it'll still be lapses where he wouldn't throw punches. You see what I'm saying? So when Badu Jack was doing that and taking those lapses, he had a high guard up. Most of the punches weren't landing when James Degale threw them, but they were still punches thrown. You see what I'm saying? Even though he was hurt multiple times within multiple rounds, I see how the judges could have said, okay, we're going to give him the round. You see what I'm saying? But, that's neither here nor there. Badu Jack has moved up to 175, and he's doing his thing up there. So back to this fight. I believe James Degale is just too quick and too skilled for him. Gold medalist, has a good resume with Badu Jack and Andre Durrell and Lucian Bute. He understands that he needs to win this fight and look impressive to add an extra incentive to bring in more money to get David Benavidez. Because at the end of the day, Benavidez, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, everybody knows who he is. But at the same time, he's not a household name to whereas, people pay to see him. So, and I don't feel like, Al Heyman would allow him to come all the way to the UK to fight James Degale this early because I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can get in the comments and correct me. I'm not sure if he's had a title defense yet. So at this point, I don't believe that fight would be able to happen if, one, James Degale doesn't look great in this fight. Two, David Benavidez doesn't have a title defense soon. So I don't foresee that fight coming in the near future, as in the next fight for James Degale. You see what I'm saying? I see that maybe happening in 1 or 2 years, maybe 1.5 years from now. Even though I want to see that fight, that's a good fight. That's a good fight for boxing because, David Benavidez, he's a really good fighter, and he stands in the middle of the ring and they trade shots. He likes to get in on the inside and grind it out and make it a war, so to speak. So, I can't wait to see that fight. But at the end of the day, James Degale cannot overlook Caleb Truax. Just because he got 3 losses and 2 draws doesn't mean he's not coming to fight. He may be in the best shape of his life. You never know. We have to see tomorrow. So, thank you guys for listening. Please subscribe. Hope you enjoy the show.